This Saturday at Dagenham at the Chigwell Construction Stadium, there is a DT38 charity game taking place where the Dagenham and Redbridge Legends team that has been put together will be hosting a West Ham United's Legends team that has been brilliantly put together to raise money and awareness for DT38. And who better to talk about that than the founder of DT38? Tracy, thank you very much indeed for joining me. How are you, firstly?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Jake. Thanks for having me.
No worries. No worries at all. And Larry's also joining us to raise awareness about DT38, as Tracy said before we came on air, with a much more glamorous office than us, somewhere in America. It looks lovely, Larry.
Thank you. And I think it's Lexington, Kentucky.
There we go. Do you know, whenever you say Kentucky, I should think KFC. I don't know why.
Everybody does. That's usually when they see that on a chat, they go right to the chicken.
KFC. Well, why not? Why not? Tracy, for people watching who don't already know, just explain your role at DT38 before we get into Saturday's event.
Yeah, I'm the founder of the charity. I'm Dylan's mum. So there's no one more passionate and more determined to raise awareness and educate people about the need for early detection of testicular cancer. And I take my role very seriously because it's great to know we're saving lives.
Absolutely. And Larry, we I was saying brought you into the charity. Then that's the wrong word. We showed you the charity. We sent you one of the hats which you were in there. How did you first, hear about DT38? Obviously, being a West Ham fan.
Well, as Jake, I started really getting into the West Ham in about 2019. I was newly brought into it, but and then your channel introduced me a lot to West Ham chat, and then Tracy and the great cause she is doing, the foundation that she did in memory of Dylan. And again, I think it's just, more I read about it, and I've subscribed to her channel, and where they talk about the amount of love and they have for Dylan and how this can be a preventable thing. I thought it would be something that, I'm just coming on here just to show you support for the foundation and things like that. But, it's just amazing to see the support that's growing there. And I see it's, there's ties Australia, UK, and if I could do my own little bit, and it's only a little bit, it's only Larry, and I'm in Lexington, Kentucky, but I'll put the hat on, and I always said it when I put a thank you out to Tracy, a video, just saying that I wear this to the store, and I keep this on here too because it talks about the foundation. And I'm not much of a talking to a person, but if they ask the question, that I can give them some understanding. So just big respect to the Tracy and this foundation and what it's doing, and all the people that are providing such, all this, the outpouring of support. And I looked at the people that are coming out. It's pretty good.
And that's sort of the main thing that you want to present by the merchandise, is for people to ask questions, Tracy, because then that gets answers, and then hopefully that can get help to people if needed as well. That's the main part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. People ask, what is DT38 all about? So it gives me great pleasure to, to tell them about the retired number, about Dylan's, very, I say he lived a very good life for a 20-year-old. He saw and did a lot of things, a lot more he crammed into that 20 years than most people would. But, I had a moment after the game where I was on the platform ready to go home, and somebody on the other side of the platform had a DT38, the original shin pad. So I know we're from 4 or 5 years ago, and got his attention, and then we exchanged DT38 images, and thumbs up and blowing kisses. So it was really nice to see people wearing our gear out in the streets, because it raises awareness. It's a great communication tool. When people ask, what's that all about? It gives me great pride to be telling people.
No, absolutely. And I've noticed this season as well, when I've been walking around the London Stadium on a match day, I've seen people wearing the hats and wearing the hoodies as well. And that's what it's all about. Let's see who's joining us in the chat. Usual suspect. I hope you are well. Ray of Hope, Fathead as well. Ryan, hope you are Keith. Well, you do so much for DT38. Trust me, you should see what Tracy does. If you think I do a lot, you should see what Tracy does. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you very much. Indeed. Right, let's get to Saturday then, shall we? Tracy, so just outline all the details of what's going on Saturday before we get into the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah, look, the match kicks off at 2 p.m. Gates are opening from 12:30 onwards. We've got a great crowd. We're looking forward to the people joining us on the day. You can still buy tickets. You can buy tickets on the day. You can buy them on the website by scanning the QR code that you've got up there. Thank you. And it should be a great day. The only thing I can't control is the weather, but as we know, that's going to be hit and miss anyhow. So, really overwhelmed by the number of people that are giving up their time to come and support it, and also by the fans that just want to watch their legends playing, the people that they followed through the years, or introduce their family to people that I used to go and watch this person. And for me, I get to meet another group of people in Daggers and Redbridge players that I can expose to the charity, and grateful for their support as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So what I've put the link to the Dagenham Redbridge website if anybody would like to buy tickets. As Tracy said, you can do so beforehand. There is a magnificent team sheet. I'm not going to go through the Dagenham one because I'm ashamed to say I don't know any of them, and that would be a little bit pointless. But I do have the West Ham lineup, which is stellar, I must say. And here it is. It does cover you up, Larry. I'm sorry, you're just
That's
gone.
okay.
But...
for the best.
Oh, you set me off. Look, I'm not going to go through every name there, but Tony Carr's manager. We've got a chance. Martin in goal. A few goalkeepers there. Joe Seeley has been added to that list, which made me smile. It's going to be interesting to see him in goal. Tracy, get the boots back out for him.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to seeing, Jimmy and Martin and David and Joe. Joe probably go and run around the pitch as well as being in goals. I'm sure he would love to do that. And look, it's a great day, and very grateful for everybody on that list that's going to be in attendance. Obviously, all bar one, but it's nice to see him on that list as number 38 as well.
That's a nice touch, absolutely, and for Taylor to just be after him as well. That's really nice, and for him to get the opportunity as well. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see whether Taylor can keep up with the rest of them, shall we? We'll start with
Let's
see. Some brilliant names are there. Will Jimmy Walker try and mention or reminisce on that famous night at Chelsea where he saved that penalty in front of the shed end? We'll have to wait and see. Carlton Cole on that list. Marlon Harewood, Dean Ashton, some brilliant goal scorers for West Ham there. Larry, I can see you nodding your head. I'm going to take this off the screen now so we can see you. But some brilliant names on there. Carlton Cole's one you mentioned to me before we came on air, and obviously you're not going to be there, Larry, but for people there to see some West Ham legends, it's a treat.
It really is, and then I think why he's so recognizable for me and his history with West Ham is he's really done a lot here when the Premier League has done events here in the U.S. and on the DT38 channel, that 5-minute 32-second thing, and he talked about when Dylan came out as like the number 10, he was the number 9, and reminiscing. It just brings a lot of things. And I thought that was really, if you want to go to her website, to the website, the foundation website, there's like a 5-minute thing where a lot of the former players and Tracy talks about when it happened, the diagnosis, what it could have been avoided. It's a really quick story of that. That brings a lot to it, and I just thought it was something, and it just goes to show you the support of the different players and how much he was thought so highly of. And and Colton, he's a character. I know he's like a pundit now, I guess you call him, right? He's always out there saying his sense. So I'd be excited to see him out there.
Absolutely. And from Carlton Cole to Marlon Harewood to all the names on that list, it should be brilliant. Not only Tracy is it's a treat for somebody like me who's going to go and sit there on Saturday and see some ex-Hammers lace their boots up for one final time, but the awareness and funds it will generate. Just how important is a day like Saturday to the foundation?
Oh, it's very important, and I often think to myself, if every person that was linked to West Ham or linked to, West Ham unofficial, if they donated just £1, just imagine the reach we could have and what we could do. And it would just be, it'd be fantastic. But, we're grateful for any and all support that we get. And for me, I can see us growing every year. And so that's a really comforting thing too. I have big plans for the charity and for where we're going and for what we're doing. And so, you know, this days like Saturday just allowed me to get just that little bit closer to achieving them.
No, absolutely. And, you know, I think it's a combination of some of the boxing events you do and these events and the awareness days at the London Stadium, of course, that was last month. It's just massively beneficial and getting more to the point and more to the target of what the charity intends to do.
Yeah, I agree. It's fantastic. You know, the awareness day that we just had last month generated a great deal of interest. And, you know, that sort of platform, I can't replicate on my own, you know, so very grateful for, you know, my involvement in West Ham. And like you said, Larry, the video that was produced by the club, you know, down at the academy, you know, just to know that, you know, how seriously they take the screening of testicular cancer, and every one of the players that was down there had the opportunity to go and be screened. And, you know, most of them did. And, you know, that's fantastic to know that the club are, you know, they don't want anybody to go through what Dylan went through.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's just take some requests. Fatty says, can't make the game, but I bought a ticket to support us. Greatly appreciate it, Fatty. Thank you. Thank you for that. Here we go. For DT38 donations, Jake will go. Well, see, the thing is, there's all this liquor with the pie and mash, right? If we come from a place where that's unheard of, it's gravy on a pie and mash. And I know I'm going to get some really weird, and, you know, and you're turning your nose at Tracy, but liquor's not a thing down here, unfortunately. It's not. But
it's not a thing down under anywhere but the UK. I asked somebody to explain it to me and why they even call it liquor, because it doesn't contain liquor. And it's not the first thing that England confuses me about, and I'm sure it won't be the last. But, you know, it's unique and it's beautiful, and that's why, you know, I love being here. So, yeah, good luck. I'm not touching it. You can touch it, Jake, and report back.
Oh, there we go. So you don't have it then, do you? Oh, that gives me a brilliant excuse.
No.
Larry, is it a thing in America, liquor, or is it just a West Ham thing, do you think?
Yeah, I'd have to have a dictionary for that liquor thing, because when I think of liquor, I think of alcohol, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough. How much to get, Jake? I tell you what, if people donate to it, then I'll give it a go. I'll do that. How about that?
All right, you got something? All right, it's coming.
If people actually donate to the charity, don't give me the money. I don't want the money. If people give the money to the charity, for me to have the liquor on the pie and mash on Saturday, bearing in mind sat in hospitality with my nice meal, a pie and mash that I could have gravy on, which I really like. You ask anybody, I love pie and mash and gravy, but I will have it with liquor. I'll try it to get in with the East End geezers, because, you know, that's just what I'm going to have to do. Set a target. Somebody. All right, yeah, we'll get video proof. Okay, all right. Set a target then. Somebody set a target. Larry, Tracy, set me a target. Come on. How much are we getting there?
Shoot.
Oh, yeah. Put us on the spot, Jake.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, maybe a couple of £100 to get you to eat a pie and mash. I think, you know, with liquor, I think that would be a fair thing. Yeah.
We'll go with that. We'll see.
Because I'm going to contribute to this. So you have to send the link out and stuff like that. So I say 300, and I know we can surpass that. So everybody's going to watch this. You know, let's do this. Let's do it really for the cause too, but we want to get this out of Jake too. So I say start at 300, and like most good things, we'll surpass that too.
You've got very high expectations.
Yeah. Well, how many subscribers have you got, Jake? What are you in the 35,000 region? Yeah. Right. So if every single one of them donated £1 to see you, like, you know,
suffer,
see you have liquor on your pie and mash would be a very, very, very proud moment. That's for sure.
Somebody's properly started something. Yeah, right. A target. Larry reckons 300. I think that's incredibly optimistic. If we can get that, that'll be absolutely brilliant. If we can get 300 quid,
I will start it at. I'll start it, because part of that I'll put £50 on there, so that's just another 250 from there.
That's
Thanks,
brilliant, Larry. Thank you very much. We'll get this established, right? If we can get 300 quid, I won't just have liquor on it. I'll drink liquor out of a glass as well. How about that? If we can get 300 quid, for goodness sake, I'll give it a go. Tracy, you don't like the look of that, do you?
No, the thought of it actually just makes me say sorry. I just remembered it's not radio. My poker face is failing me terribly.
Oh, look at this here. Look, I won't charge you for your ticket on Saturday. Oh, look at this. Half a pint. No, I'm not doing half a pint. I'm not doing half a pint. That's not happening. Right. If we can get as much as possible, I will do it 100%.
There you go. Just as much as possible, we do it anyway.
Yeah.
Video proof too, Jake. Since I won't be able to see it, Richard, I need your help. Let's get that on video.
Tracy, if you just like poke your head around the hospitality door and you see me shaking your head, you know why. Right?
Yeah, I will. I don't know what is something you want to wash it down with. I'll have that ready for you.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Yeah. We'll get that sorted. Yeah. Thank you very much. Right. just some final thoughts then. So before my final thought is there is a link pinned to the top of the comment section if you're in the Essex Dagenham area on Saturday with nothing to do currently. Get yourself over to the Chigwell Construction Stadium. You can buy a ticket on the door, or make sure secure yours right now by clicking the link at the top of the chat, heading over and selecting wherever you'd like to sit for the game. Drama will be guaranteed. A few laughs along the way. One thing we haven't mentioned is Mad Dog Martin Allen in the middle refereeing, which once again is going to be mildly amusing. Tracy, some final thoughts ahead of the day on Saturday?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. And you mentioning Martin then just put a smile on my face, because it's not going to be what everyone is used to seeing on a match day. It will be, I think it will be fraught with, Martin's interpretation of things, which is going to be hilarious. So, it's going to be a really good day. And once again, very grateful for all the players, very grateful for all the support. I can't finish off without mentioning E13 Events and the Legends Match Committee team. And we've had a lot of support from, people that want to sponsor on the day. So I'm very grateful for everybody that has got involved, and just looking forward to a fantastic afternoon.
Yeah, no, look, I can understand and acknowledge the time and preparation this takes. I know Ian from E13 Events has been a huge part of that, and getting these teams culminated is fantastic. And hopefully, well, you mentioned the weather at the start. Hopefully, it holds off, and we've got beautiful sunshine for the afternoon. But whatever it is, it will be fantastic. I'm sure some of the players prefer playing in the rain anyway, so that's the silver lining that you can put on it. Larry, some final thoughts about the charity and this game heading on Saturday?
Great charity. Again, I applaud you, Tracy, so much for what you've done and all the hard work into it. This is a good time to get together as people that support the charity and people that know Dylan, and then also getting the word out. So and people that are on here and listen and aren't able to get there, if you can give something, all joking aside, it's kind of cool to what Jake's going to do, but it's more than that. It's giving it to the charity so we can educate and get the word out about this. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope I get to see some quick short clips to see what's going on besides the food thing of how it all goes, because I'm sure it's going to be a great event.
Absolutely. And Tracy, I'm really looking forward to it. Hope to see you on Saturday. I'll be doing some sort of content documentation of the day as well. So Tracy, you'll see me hard at work putting something together for you.
Thank you. I really appreciate all you do, Jake. Thank you very much.
No, Tracy, thank you very much for sparing your time to join me tonight, and Lawrence this afternoon at 2:50 in the afternoon. Was it hot, cold, Larry?
2:50. I double checked because I know you guys do Celsius there. It's 17, cloudy and rainy. So, but
17 Celsius. Christ, we've had more than that here today. We've had a nice week. Week. We're surpassing you. But
yes, you are today.
There we go. So you're going to take that. Thank you very much indeed, everybody, for watching. Go and check out DT38 and everything that they do. And if you're about on Saturday, head yourself over to Dagenham. It's going to be one fantastic afternoon. But from me, Tracy and Larry, thank you very much indeed for joining me. And I'll see you soon right here on West Ham Unofficial. Thank you very much. And bye-bye.